They say the deputy was intoxicated and was not breathalyzed by deputies who responded to the scene.
Why not? Why not? Why are cops allowed to protect each other like this? Because that man who was allegedly intoxicated, we'll never know now. We'll never know. Was blood drawn for a panel so we could see if he was on any other, substances? No, he should have been. He pulled his gun on teenagers because he claims that they had a gun. They didn't. But even if they did, you're drunk, dude. You are obviously, in that video, you can tell he's slurring his words. Now, I can't say that was because he was intoxicated on alcohol, but like whatever was happening, he seemed to have trouble speaking. He also seemed to have trouble with his judgment because he pulled a gun on fucking kids. But this is the biggest problem with the cops right now, is they get away with shit that they should not get away with. Like, he's suspended without pay, but the guys who didn't do their job by following up and seeing if there were, was there alcohol in his system? Was he on cocaine? Had he been smoking marijuana? I don't know. We'll never know because they didn't do the due diligence to figure out why that situation came up. But here's the thing, even that doesn't matter. Even if the man was stone cold fucking sober, he pulled his gun on children because he allegedly thought that one of them might have been flashing a gun, which again, they did not have. But here's the thing, we all know how this is gonna play out. We all know what's gonna happen. Like, he's gonna get off. They're gonna pay him for the time that he had off because the union is gonna step in and say that he had reasonable cause to assume that there was a situation, and because there was no blood drawn or anything happened, so we don't know if he was intoxicated and making bad decisions because of another substance in his bloodstream, he's gonna get off and he's gonna get back pay for the time that he was suspended. And he's probably gonna be able to sue the city for suspending him for his own actions. And all of this because of qualified immunity, the cops blanket get out of jail free card, I could do whatever I want and commit crimes because I'm doing it as a cop. Here's the thing, I don't disagree that police should have a union. Everybody who works for a living should have the ability and the choice to join a union. Teacher, police, whatever. But the union should not be able to protect you when you do something illegal. Like if a teacher harms a child in whatever way, the union does not protect that teacher. The union removes that teacher, gets rid of, like says, you fucked up. Now, do they go through like all the procedural, like a normal court case and do all that stuff? Yes, absolutely. There should be, the traditional, investigations into the situation to make sure that, what's being told by the child or told by the person actually happened. But like when you find out that, yes, they fucking did that, then you get rid of them. Every other union does that. But the police union always protects their own because they're all fucking criminals when it comes down to it. The current state of the police in our country, whether you're a good cop or a bad cop, I don't care. It's all a fucking gang. You're all part of the goddamn government-supported mafia. And yes, I know that there are good cops out there. I know there are cops in the system who want to change it. You can't. You don't have the ability to, because the system is so baked in, the union that controls your ability to work continues to support a system that is broken, continues to enhance the brokenness of that system for their own benefit. And we all also know that the only way to move up in that system is to be part of the system, to be part of the brokenness of that system, and then support that brokenness. Look, I'm not saying we need to defund the police, but we do need to recognize that the system is broken and figure out a way to go in there and fix the problems that are in the system in a way that gets rid of the actual bad guys in that system and makes those people, the good cops that are in the system, give them the support and the tools that they need to make sure that the bad ones are gone and gone permanently. And if that means getting rid of the fucking police union, then that's what it goddamn means. For me though, qualified immunity, throw it out, get rid of it. It's harming more than it's helping. And when we figure out that a system or a policy hurts the public more than it helps the public, that it needs to go away.